What's up, guys? We are here on a fairly nice, little chilly spring morning, and today we have a bunch of chores that need to get done. I don't know how many of them we will get done today, but the list includes, but is not limited to, I've got to get to my chickens. The coop hasn't been cleaned out in a while, and we actually just got 6 new pullets last night, so we got to get things ready for them. We've had 4 birds for, they're coming around on 3 years now. They kind of stopped laying, not completely, but really slowed down. So we decided to get a few more birds. We need to get in and look at my bees. I've had my bees now for, this will be the 3rd season. I actually have never harvested honey from them. The first year I never intended to, I just left it for them to establish. It was the first time I'd kept bees. When I put the colony in there, it was completely blank. And so they needed time to build up. And so the first year I thought, I'll leave the resources for them. Year 2, the first half of the year I was in there checking on them and everything. And then the second half of the year, they just kind of fell by the wayside. So I actually haven't been in there since about the middle of last year. So we will either today or in the next couple of days get in there and take a look at what they've got going on and clean that thing up. There's also some things that need to be done in the garden. We've got asparagus that always needs to be cut in the spring. I also want to get started again my hydroponics that I do inside. I usually grow lettuce and kale and spinach and whatnot. And then I also grow microgreens. Primarily we do sunflower microgreens, but we also have done radish and a few other things as well. So we'll see what we've got time for today. I think we're definitely going to start with the chickens though. I've got to get in there. We haven't cleaned out the bedding and whatnot for a while. We're just coming out of winter. We'll probably go ahead and start there. Chick, 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 chick. Chick, 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 chick. Okay, the first thing we got to do is get this bedding switched out. I'm going to go ahead and scoop all this old bedding out of here, and we'll go from there. chick, 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 chicks. Chick, 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 chick. What are you doing out here, crazy? Take a right. There you go. Now take a left. There you go. You found your way over here. You can't find your way back? So our coop used to be, I believe, a goat shed under the previous owners, and then we went in and just converted it into a chicken coop. Didn't do too much to it. Put some air vents on it. Built a couple of feeders. The old fence was falling down, so we fixed that. But as of just recently, since the girls have really slowed down their egg production, we let them out of the run now. For one, because there's not much grass left in here. They've pretty much picked it all the way through. And two, they're 3 years old now. I don't think anything will happen to them outside the run during the day. I only let them out while I'm home and during the day. I don't think anything would happen to them. I suppose now that they're getting towards the end of their life, we'll put them out to greener pastures and let them explore and try and mitigate them getting eaten if we can, and if we can't, what can you do? Okay, that's probably good for now. I think the next thing we will do is go out and cut some asparagus. That's not bad. Got 5 stalks, but as you saw, there were lots that are getting really close. Last week, maybe the week prior, we had been getting just the very first spears of the season, and then we got a frost, and so everything that was above the ground got killed off. So we had a few days there where we didn't have anything at all, and now it's all kind of coming back pretty well. So seems like every spring we get inundated with asparagus, and we start putting it in everything. We start giving it away to family members, and it's not even a food that I used to like until recently, like until we moved out here. I don't know if I just never had it prepared correctly or what, but never was a fan of asparagus, and now we eat it in everything. Over here we've got strawberries. We've tried to grow strawberries the last couple of years and haven't been very successful, so this year we got some bigger starts like this guy, and we'll see what we can get going. In all of these rows we have potatoes. There's chicken litter and hay and whatnot on all of them, and then some of them got a little extra topsoil as well. We ran out over here, but we'll probably end up putting more on there. But that's all potatoes. And then over here we've got onions that we had planted last year, so they're coming up and doing their thing as well. Over here in this corner, this is all raspberries, all these tall stalks. This is 2 apple trees. This is the corner of our orchard. Back in here, I can't remember what this one on the corner is off the top of my head. This one over here though is a pear tree. This one next to it is also a pear tree. This one's also an apple, as is that little one over here. Our apple trees, especially these two, are having a lot of problems because of cedar. I think it's called cedar rust. Cedar trees get a disease that spreads specifically, I think, among other things, apple trees. But they were in big trouble, so we cut them back, and now we're kind of letting them go again to see if maybe they get a little bit of a recharge off that. But those two do really well. Then we have some peach trees out here as well. They're kind of getting to the end of their life. The first year we were out here, we got, I would say, a few dozen peaches off of them, and then the last 2 years we've gotten a total of 0 peaches. The pear trees, we get tons and tons of pears off of though. And then a couple of these other trees, we've also not gotten anything off of them, but we do know that there are plums and I believe apricots out here as well, but have not fruited for us. We did buy 3 new trees this spring that we need to plant, so that will probably be a project for the coming days. It's just been so windy and we've been getting some late freezes, so we're holding off on planting those. But I think we have 3 of them, and I believe 2 of them are peaches and maybe one of them's a pear. I don't remember, but we can find out. You probably can't hear it, but if I've got 40,000 bees in my colony, it sounds like 20,000 of them are out here on these apple trees. They are loving these apple trees. So I think we will probably save the bees for next time, and then or a future video anyway, and also our hydroponics and microgreens. I'm walking over towards the bees right now though, but it's probably, I don't know how long the video is already, but we're probably moving up to the length that's reasonable. Here's my bees. They are out and about. Let's see if they're dragging in any pollen. Oh yeah, lots of really dark orange. There's some yellow coming in. I love just sitting right here in front of the hive, watching what's coming in and out. They really don't care that I'm here. I'm not wearing a suit or anything. I don't bug them, they don't bug me. But we'll deal with them next time. So I appreciate everybody stopping by, and we'll see you again next time.